I was born and raised in the Philippines. I grew up in Manila. I studied in Manila, and I migrated to the States during my early 20s. That was in the 80s, I guess. And pretty much got to California because the opportunities in the Philippines were, during those times, it was tough. The local government declared martial law, so our family decided to migrate to the States because of the opportunities and our education and for our children's future. So
I am a first generation American. My mom was born and raised in Korea. My dad was born in Taiwan and migrated to the States when he was about 10 years old after his father passed away. I have not been to Korea or Taiwan. I went to Korea once when I was a little kid, but I don't remember it, so I'm not really connected to the culture in that way by physically being there. But my parents did always instill the culture in me from both sides, but primarily Korean, because my mom was still connected to that community. So I really identify well with my Korean side, not so much with my Taiwanese side. And of course, I am American, so really connected with my American side.
Born and raised in Nepal. My dad was in Indian Army, so I spent most of my childhood in India. I came to United States in 2009 for my master's degree, was graduated on 2011, and I've been with the company for only 6 months in the accounting department, and I feel that's a very good company to be with. And the first couple of years here in the United States was a big challenge for me, cultural, language, and all this diversity, but I think I'm getting adapted to the change now.
my dad worked so hard, and my mom came here first with my sister, and they started getting one of us one by one. And the most important stuff that they taught us is education. Said if you have great education, you have a lot of opportunities. Everything's wide open. So I pass it on to my kids too. So they're very successful because of the education.
I belong from a very large family. I have 6 siblings, and my dad really worked hard to give a good education. He's a superhero for us. He not only taught us how to be humble and kind, he also said that, I still remember he said that education is the key to success. So, I came here for my master's degree in the United States, and I think I succeeded a little bit. Not much, but I succeeded a little bit. And most of my family are still back home. It's just me, my husband, and my son.
And is your husband from Nepal as well?
Yes.
Okay, so
I am kind of still homesick sometimes, missing family.
Yeah.
But I go every now and then to visit them, which is nice.
a really important figure in my life who kind of shaped who I am and helped me to embrace both my Asian and American culture was, of course, my mom. She grew up as an orphan in Korea, so she had a really tough life. There was an instance where a soldier in the army wanted to adopt her at one point, but she didn't want to go with him or come with him to America at that point because she kind of was like, I want to meet my mom, and I think that my mom is going to come back to the orphanage and come get me. Years later, so she ran away. When he came to get her, to take her back to the America, she ran away, and he was like, all right, well, I guess. She didn't want to come. Years later, when she was in high school, she was still in the orphanage, and the gentleman came back, and this time she had already seen her mom, and her mom kind of left her there. So she was like, this time I'm ready, I will go with you. So he came back, and he was ready to take her. She went to go tell her friend, like, I'm going to America. She was so happy. And he thought she ran away again, so he left without her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't until she married my dad that she actually got to come to the United States as an adult. And she just went through so much in her life. Her and my dad got divorced, and she had to start all over. She had to go find an apartment. She didn't really know how to navigate that because he took care of everything. And now she's a business owner. She's really successful. So She harped on the education. She's like, you don't want to work as hard as me. Go get your education so you have opportunities. And I did that. And I just have her strength. And I get to be American, but I still know what it means to be Korean. So she's awesome. I love her.